All right, so I thought I would do a quick talk about what it's like to have, oh, big snake right there. See that? Oh, big snake in my bushes. No, Stella. All right, come on. Anyways, sorry for that little distraction, but I thought while I took Stella for a walk, for those of you that don't know or have been following the channel, we have two dogs. Remy, our black lab, was involved in a collision chasing a ball with Stella while we were in Australia on our trip, and it actually bruised and caused some swelling on his spine, and he lost the use of his back legs. They're starting to come back, so he's on the mend, but it's taken a couple weeks and he's wearing diapers right now, and you know, just very sad, really stressed us out during our trip. But anyways, back to the topic of this video. I wanted to talk about what it's like to have a dog here in Thailand, or a pet. There are tons of vets here. Believe it or not, the veterinary care is very good. What I will say is that it is also just about as expensive as it is back in the US. When Remy had his accident, we had to get x-rays, and then he had to go in for an MRI, and we ended up paying about $700 US. So 21,000 baht, Thai baht, for his care. But anyways, pets are a pretty big thing here in Thailand, not just with the foreigners that live here, but also with the local Thai people. There's a lot of soy dogs here, which means like stray dogs. But the Thai people, because they're such nice people and generous people, a lot of them drive around with like bags of kibble in their trunks of their cars and just feed the dogs, or the locals feed the dogs. So, you know, for the most part, we haven't had any run-ins. I have heard of some people finding the soy dogs aggressive, but come on, Stella. But for the most part, no. She walk. Okay. Anyways, there are tons of pet stores around here. We use one called Pet Mac, and for, I want to say it's a 10 kilogram bag of dog food, dry kibble. It's about $15, so not too bad. Cans are typically about $1 a can, and they have Pedigree here, and they have a Royal Canin, and they have some other brands. But anyways, come on. They do have you know, some of the West brands. We've actually converted our dogs over to the Thai brands. We find that they're good, and you know, everything's healthy coming out of them, so they seem to like it. So, but anyways, yeah, so veterinary care is good. I'll leave a link in this video to what the how we moved our dogs over. I did a video earlier on how we moved our dogs over to Thailand and from the United States and all the paperwork. You know, it ended up between the required vet checks and the airline fee to move them. I think it's about $900 a dog. It wasn't cheap. The airline ticket was like $450, I think, for each dog. So something to be aware of. And you can see this is like outside my apartment complex. This is where they like to walk them. There's like cows that come through here. There's soy dogs that are out here. There's other dogs for people who live in the same community as me who walk their dogs out here. So it's a pretty popular place to walk your dogs. There's lots of stuff for them to smell, which, you know, dogs smelling new things is like being at Disneyland for dogs. So they love it. With regards to the heat, our dogs are Labradors. They so December through February is kind of the Thai winter, and it gets very pleasant at night, like sometimes down into the high 60s. The humidity's much lower, and even in the daytime, the humidity's down enough to where, I mean, we went weeks without using our air conditioning. They seem to be less affected by the heat than we are. In fact, they still like to go outside and lay down. Now they'll go lay down in the sun for about 20 minutes and then they'll want to come in. So, hey, don't eat the grass. Come on. But yeah, they don't have a problem with it. We have a swimming pool, so since my dogs are Labradors, they love to swim, so we let them swim probably every other day. We have a saltwater pool. So yeah, from a weather standpoint, so let's see. Transportation, I'll leave a link to the video. Vet costs, vets are readily available. A lot of them speak English. In Hua Hin, where we're at, they actually have a veterinary student hospital. And that's where we took Remy for his MRIs. So, yeah, veterinary care is good. They've got all the same gabapentin and any kind of drugs you might need for your dog, they have here. Sorry, I had to put Stella back on the lead. But otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about bringing your dog here. It's going to be a little bit harder for you to find a place that'll allow dogs, but there's so many foreigners that come here that bring their dogs with them. And so many people adopt soy dogs too, so it's not going to be an issue for you either way, I don't think, to come over here. Anyways, that's about it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, or if I didn't cover something that you were wondering about. But yeah, there's pet stores, there's vets, like everything you need to take care of your animal. And at least with our dogs, the heat hasn't been too bad for them. So, all right. Well, have a great day. And Stella, are you ready? Come on, let's go see brother. All right. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.